Hey, good morning everyone. It's your boy and hope you guys are doing well. Kawaki's Rekit is finally here and I'm gonna jump straight to the point and get into the video. Overall, in my opinion, Kawaki is a skip. I repeat, he is a skip or a 50-50 and that would depend on you. Myself personally, I will summon only because I have his old kit. I have his bond and path maxed, so it's easy to build for me. And more importantly, I just want his new lumber break. That's all I want. In my opinion, he is not a main focus. His new EX does not have revive kill, does not have damage nullification, and does not strip invincibility. So that's a big no-no. His 4-star doesn't really have any effects that stick out. His kit as a whole does not have evasion strip but only has increased accuracy, which means you either need to pay him up with someone in outfield defense or use him as a sub killer with the negates installation that drops all buffs to enemies. So again, if you don't have his old EX, his old Lumberbreak, his old 4-star, him not built, his parts not maxed, his bond not maxed, then do not summon, save for the next meta or for anniversary. Thanks for watching and let's get into the video. So his new EX animation is a copy-paste version of Wandering Sasuke, as we all know by now. Again, I will repeat this, he does not have damage nullification, it does not have revive kill. The only difference between this and the old EX is that the new EX has invincibility, which doesn't mean much. It can be stripped within like one shot of a limit break. So yeah, it's not that good. The only part of his kit that I like and why I'm summoning is for this lumber break. It has team immunity. It does not strip evasion or have stat negation. It only increases accuracy. The part that I'm happy about is that if you look closely, even though the final blast is a bit delayed, as soon as his animation starts, as you'll see now, the impact of the karma starting deals damage, which is good. So if the enemy is close enough and let's say they don't have evasion, as soon as he begins using his lumber break, it will make contact, which is a very good sign. If that wasn't the case, then I wouldn't summon at all, because then yeah, it wouldn't have the same effect like an instant hit. So that's good in my opinion. No evasion strip is a but it's not the end of the world. So his 4 stars is actually not that bad, but I see how some people may like it, how some people may not like it. It is his bond also, so you could pair him up with a double bond combo with his old 4-star, or you could remove the new one or use the old one. It's really up to you. Now the 4-star, the new 4-star does set up a damaging area trap type thing. Now I believe that could be useful in defense, as he can use this and set up a damage area which would make the main or support units focus on that area, leaving him free to maybe EX or use a jutsu. So it could be handy in defense that way. For attack, it could lure enemies final fall forward, so yeah, you can play around with it. The effects are not that amazing as well, so you can either go with it or without. So I'm not going to go over his EX Ultimate in detail again because we already covered this last week and at the start of the video. Once again, I'll just say that it does not have revive kill, it does not have damage nullification, it does have invincibility, which is not really important. It does have revive, but only when his EX bar is full. So nothing amazing, no base invincibility strip. In my opinion, skip this EX, use the old EX if you have it. Now, more importantly, his lumber break and a few key things. So it usually decreases the enemy CP, usually, not a large. Decreases the enemy seal resistance effect medium at level 8. Large becomes 30%, so that's 130% seal strip, which is great. We don't have much seal strip shinobi. Allies on the same floor get immunity. Restores, makes the user invincible, restores HP, restores CP, sets up a area support that supports allies within the area. Then those allies in the same area receive an increase in defense, an increase in certain resistances, invincibility, reduce CP damage. Cool, so that's a good team buff. Again, if you use him in outfield, you could pair him up with, let's say, Naruto the Lost. That might be a good combo. um da, 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 da. Yeah, so I believe he has team invincibility, not just for himself, so that's good on his lumber break. um Level 8 buffs will increase, obviously. Increases user accuracy medium, so increases the user accuracy combined with stat negation is evasion strip. This does not have stat negation or evasion strip, just increased accuracy. So basically the effects would kind of be more potent, but not, it doesn't have evasion strip, so that's not good. At level 15, increases the user's confusion, paralysis, defense, resistances a tiny bit. So from my understanding, small is 10%, medium is 20%, large is 30%, and huge is 40. So a tiny bit would, I'm taking a guess, would mean maybe 5%. So if he uses his learn break, he would get a 5% added, percent added to confusion or seal, etc. That's my understanding and a guess. I'm not sure what tiny exactly means, but that's just a guess. So overall, uh, good effects from his new lumber break. Again, no evasion strip, which is kind of a meh, but again, not the end of the world. Happy with that. So for his lumber break effects, plus 3, 6 seconds invincibility strip, 25 seconds immunity strip. That's good. That's normal. Allies within the same area receive reduced CP drainage. That's good. Fills up the user's red bar, makes the user invincible for a set period of time. And restores CP and HP by maximum amount when HP drops below 20%. So that's great. I don't see battlefield, so that means it should also apply to outfield. That's a very good buff. Yeah, I'm very happy with that. That just allows him and gives him more room to breathe, hopefully to EX, etc. So yeah, I'm happy with that. So straight into his 4-star, inflicts enemies with seal and slowed movement. I do believe his old 4-star also inflicts seal, so I also don't think you need this 4-star for that seal effect. Decreases defense, medium critical hit rate, certain resistances, 4 seconds invincibility strip. His old 4-star is 3, so it's not big of a, that's not that much of a difference. 5 seconds immunity strip, 5 seconds damage reduction. Makes them immune to status effects. So his lumber break already gives team immunity, so that's not that big of a deal. Ninjutsu cooldown times reduces by a small amount. That's not that big of a deal. So again, as you guys can see, his 4-star effects are not that impressive, at least to me. So overall, if you are looking for a main, do not summon. If you're looking for a final form meta shinobi, do not summon. He's not worth it in my opinion. Now he can be used in outfield defense, either if you pair him up with someone or if you use him with the negation installation, which drops all enemies buffs like evasion, so he can get in the first hit. I do like his lumber break the most, so that's the only reason why I'm summoning, combined with the fact that I have his old EX, which I prefer over his new one, and I have his 4-star, his path and bond maxed out. So I do hope that helps you guys. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a good one.